or that don't make sense. It's probably not that I messed up. It's probably that my writing didn't make sense. So I'm going to get started. I have 4 that I'm going to read this first time, and the first one is something that's really special to me. I'm going to read it at every reading this evening, 6:15, 7:15, 8:15. You know how the clock works. And it's just something that's really, really close to my heart. It was hard to write, it's hard to read, so I hope you enjoy this first one. It's called For John and the Women. I texted you this morning, and I called you after lunch, and I wonder how long it'll take me to take you out of my phone book. You don't reply like you used to, and I can't expect you to, but sometimes, when there seems to be yesterday's sun, I can feel a dim laughter beyond loss, and you come calling back just to tell me. Never forget. Love lost is love lost is love lost, and sorrow wears black as often as it wears red, a veil as often as lipstick. Loneliness is loneliness is loneliness, and whether blue or green, it will always whisper, never forget. You don't have to. This second one I'm going to read is called The Science of Goodbye. Sort of breaks up how people say goodbye in a quirky little way. The Science of Goodbye. It starts with a realization that things are slowing down. Next, there is an acknowledgement. This is not verbal, but is mental and can be found in the eye, or in the way a knee bows to 90 degrees, or in the way she breathes. There are many other subtleties. These are just the most frequent. After the acknowledgement is the segue. This sounds like a light going out, and it feels like a sign of rain. Nope, it is not rain. It will start with, so, or, well, and it will lump up in the air or the ear and cause heart palpitations. Nope, it's not a heart attack. When finished with the segue, you will find yourself with the heart warmers. These will be cold and lonely, and will make you feel like a dog bone or a piece of gristle on a steak. They come wrapped in have-a-goods and stink of false hopes. This is a science, and each step is to be attended to. None will be skipped, none will be shorthanded. This is a science, I can tell you. And despite this, I have still never understood the concept of goodbye. No. Goodbye. I just found a Band-Aid on the floor. That was gross. Okay. I have 2 more. This next one is a little dark, and the last one I'll wrap up with something sort of comical. I like them. So this next one is to play the bad guy. I can be honest, I think to myself, in some devastated silence, in the wake of some devastating demotion from lover to foe. Were you planning on telling me, about her? And I reply, yes. But really, I can be honest. I wasn't planning on telling you about her, but instead about the other one. I was telling the other one about her, and telling her about you, and telling Mom about all 3 of you. Some things get so mixed up that I get lost in them, and in myself, and in all you pretty little things, with your pretty little desires and your pretty little notions. Ain't it grim the way I grin at being bad? The way I line you up in rows and count you before you've hatched? Souls can never be saved, only sold. And I'm sold on the idea that the only thing that outweighs my desire to play the bad guy is my fear of being alone. And after that heart warmer, I'm going to read something that I think is kind of funny. You don't have to laugh. I would like it if you did. So it's called The Magic Number. I have 3 women whom I've taken 3 times each. 3 broken beauties that have cried 3 times apiece. I meet them each for dinner, or I meet them each for lunch. Take them all out shopping close to 3 times every month. 3 times in a week, I might call them just to chat. 3 times on a date, I compliment their coat or hat. Sometimes, when we spoke, I'd address them playful ways, like sweetie, sweetheart, honey, so as not to mix up names. Slowly, they caught on, leaving 3, then 2, then 1. The final dame, I kissed her, but before long, I had none. Moral of the story is a theme forevermore. Trust me when I tell you, the magic number's 4.